Has time travel already happened right under our noses? Imagine for a moment the ability to leap across the centuries to experience the past or future firsthand. It's a concept that has fascinated and intrigued us since time immemorial, from the pages of science fiction novels to the theories of respected physicists. Yet despite the debate and skepticism, there's a growing body of accidental evidence that suggests time travel might not be confined to the realm of fiction. Unexplained anomalies, out-of-place artifacts, and individuals seemingly out of their time. Each one a puzzle piece, hinting at a much larger, unfathomable picture. While the existence of time travel remains unproven, these tantalizing clues refuse to be ignored. They whisper of a world where time is not a one-way stream, but a vast navigable ocean. Could these accidental proofs be evidence of time travel, or are they mere coincidences? The mystery, it seems, is only beginning to unfold. Rewind to 1928 to a Charlie Chaplin film premiere where something unexpected was caught on camera. Picture this. It's the roaring 20s, flapper dresses and jazz music are the rage, and the world was yet to hear the first dial tones of a telephone, let alone see a mobile phone. And yet, in a Charlie Chaplin film premiere, a woman appears to be engrossed in what looks suspiciously like a cell phone conversation. This peculiar footage, first spotted in the DVD extras of Chaplin's film, The Circus, has sparked an intriguing debate. Could this be the first inadvertent evidence of time travel captured for posterity? The woman, dressed in typical 1920s attire, seems to be holding a slim, rectangular device to her ear, her lips moving in what looks like a conversation. This enigma, fondly referred to as the Chaplin's woman, has stirred up a whirlwind of theories. The most popular one being, of course, that she is a time traveler, casually chatting on her cell phone, oblivious to the fact that she's decades ahead of her time. Quite a bold move, wouldn't you say? But let's not get carried away. Skeptics have provided counter-arguments attempting to debunk this theory. Some suggest that she might be using a portable hearing aid, a device that was indeed available during that era. Others argue that she could be shielding her face from the sun with a small mirror or talking to herself, a common practice among some people. Yet, these explanations fail to fully satisfy the curiosity of those who've seen the footage. The object she holds is remarkably similar to modern-day cell phones, and her actions bear a striking resemblance to our daily routines of phone conversations. So what's the truth? Is this a genuine case of a time traveler caught on film, or merely an optical illusion, a trick of the light, a simple case of misinterpretation? Or perhaps, is it a cleverly crafted hoax designed to stir the pot of conspiracy theories? So, a time traveler or a simple case of misinterpretation? You decide. Fast forward to 1941 at the reopening of the South Fork Bridge in Canada, where a man stands out from the crowd. In this black and white snapshot from the past, a sea of hats, coats and dresses typical of the era, there's an anomaly that has sparked the curiosity of many. An individual caught in the frame seems to have stepped straight out of a different era. This man, who the internet has dubbed the time-traveling hipster, is dressed in what appears to be very modern clothing and sunglasses, a stark contrast to the attire of his contemporaries. The photograph in question, now housed in a museum in British Columbia, has been the subject of much debate. The man sports a logoed shirt, sunglasses, and a small portable camera, all elements that seem out of place in the 1940s. This has led conspiracy theorists to propose an astonishing theory. Could this man be a time traveler, caught incidentally in an old photograph? However, the skeptics have not been idle. They argue that the seeming anachronisms in the man's attire can be explained away. The logoed shirt, they say, could be a sweater with a sewn-on emblem, a style not uncommon in sports gear of the time. The sunglasses, though unusual, did exist in the 1940s. The camera, while small, is not unlike the portable cameras available at that time. So, what are we to make of this mystery? Is the time-traveling hipster a visitor from the future, caught unawares by a photographer's lens? Or is he simply a fashion-forward man ahead of his time but very much a part of it? Each piece of evidence, each argument and counter-argument only deepens the enigma. The photograph remains a fascinating piece of history, a snapshot of a moment in time that continues to intrigue and mystify us. Could this be evidence of a time traveler, or just a fashion-forward individual? As with all great mysteries, the answer may forever remain just out of reach, hidden in the shadows of time. Now let's travel to China, where a 400-year-old tomb held a surprising artifact. Picture this, An ancient tomb sealed for centuries, holding a mystery that would baffle the world. In the early 90s, archaeologists unearthed a tomb in Shaanxi, southern China. As they delicately navigated the untouched burial site, they came across something that defied explanation. Nestled among the traditional funerary items was a tiny object, no bigger than a ring. Upon closer examination, their curiosity turned to astonishment. It was a miniature Swiss watch, a piece of technology centuries ahead of its time. The ring-sized watch was encrusted with dirt and time, but the hands of the watch were frozen at 10 past 10, and the back of the watch was inscribed with the word Swiss. This was a testament to a time and place far removed from the Ming Dynasty-era tomb where it was found. The discovery sent shockwaves through the scientific community and beyond. How could a Swiss watch, a product of modern technology, end up in a 400-year-old tomb? Theories began to swirl, each more intriguing than the last. Was it an elaborate hoax, a clever forgery planted to deceive and confuse, or could it be evidence of time travel? Skeptics were quick to dismiss the idea, but the evidence was hard to ignore. The tomb was undisturbed, and the watch was of a design not seen until centuries later. It was a puzzle piece that didn't fit, a question with no easy answers. Some suggested that the watch was the result of an ancient civilization far more advanced than we've ever imagined. Others argued that it could be a relic left behind by a time traveler, a tantalizing hint of a reality beyond our understanding. The mystery of the Swiss watch in the ancient tomb remains unsolved, a tantalizing enigma that continues to captivate and confound. A misplaced artifact or a relic left behind by a time traveler? The truth, it seems, is as elusive as time itself. We've explored the evidence, but the question remains, does time travel exist? We've delved into the mystery of Chaplin's woman and her seemingly anachronistic device. We've pondered the out-of-place hipster in a time where his fashion would be alien. We've marveled at the Swiss watch found in an ancient tomb where it clearly doesn't belong. These instances spark wonder and ignite our imaginations, yet skepticism is natural and necessary. Critics argue these are mere coincidences, misunderstandings, or even hoaxes. Science, as we understand it, doesn't support time travel. But then again, our understanding of the universe is constantly evolving, isn't it? The debate over the existence of time travel remains fervent and unresolved. These tantalizing cases, whether you deem them as proof or dismiss them as anomalies, certainly fuel that fire. So, are we living among time travelers, or are these just intriguing coincidences? What do you think?